just going to give you a real quick update. My first date with a lady, it sure is different. Let me tell you a little bit about me and my background and my history. When I was 3 years old, I was placed into beauty pageants. And I did dance and theater and the whole shebang. I was raised in a household. It was just very sexually repressed. We didn't talk about sex. We didn't ask about sex. We didn't acknowledge sex. However, I was very sexualized. It was just taught to me that women were there for sex. It was taught to me that what you do is you grow up and you get married, and then you're kind of an object. As I got up in age, my teeth grew in very buck. I wore glasses. I was stick thin. There was nothing to me. I went through puberty late. So by the time I made it into junior high school, it was all about, if boys don't like you, you aren't worth anything. So what I learned very early on was that if I'm not worth anything. I feel like in my adulthood, though, that the way I rebelled against that was to embrace that I do have sexual desires, and I've stepped into that power. I control my body, and I control my consent, and I control my agency, and the way I express myself through my sexuality is under my control. That is my power. We're built to desire one another. It's a part of us. There's nothing wrong with being sexual. So this date with this woman was very different. It's not about sex and sexuality. There's nothing performative there. We were just emotionally attuning, and that was such intimacy. So Neil's coming in today, and it's a much different atmosphere. It's an atmosphere that I love. He's someone I really like. I really am enjoying this round of practicing polyamory much more than I ever have. I feel very free to practice polyamory in the way that I felt I was always meant to. There's a lot of communication going on. There's a lot of honesty happening. I find that each partner brings out something different in me, and each partner gives me the opportunity to learn more and more about myself. I feel very fortunate to have this life. Today is a good day.